Hey cats, it's Ed Midsole here. It's time for one of the viewers' most viewed and favourite series on the channel, the best running shoe bargains, this time for July 2024. There's some banging deals to save you a few Earth credits this time round. Loads of great options from anything from a daily driver to a sub-light super shoe. Let's be having ya. Thanks for tuning in, people. Hit that subscribe button, but also give this video a thumbs up like too. Give us a comment for the algorithm as well. Dankeschön. No messing about, straight into the savers today. Down from £210 to £126 is the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer Original. That's over at sportshoes.com. It's a massively stacked monster, this one. I almost found it a little bit too stacked for me, actually. Lots of fuel cell foam here, though it feels a tad rubberier than the RC Elite model. I got on okay with this shoe. It was kind of like a decent sort of slower long run shoe really for me. I think though at a price of £126 it's a little bit easier to stomach. I think I had the Primex strung round about that point, so I think that's why I didn't get quite as many miles into this one as I should have done. But lots of people tell me they love the SC Trainer model. I think there's a V3 coming out soon, though you can pick this one up around about a daily shoe price, 126 quid. In 2022 and 2023 I hit some 10k PBs using the Asics Metaspeed Sky Plus, a superb responsive comfortable shoe with some real bounce there and spring. The upper on this one is mega light and mega thin, though I found it to be really durable, and there's some excellent rubber grip. I remember one particular day, I think it was back in 2022, it was so hot I could almost feel the grip, stick into the ground. It's a really nimble race option. You could use it for 10k or maybe even the half marathon as well. Not quite the squash of the newer Metaspeed Sky Paris model, but still an extremely good shoe if you're a stride-based runner, so you're increasing your stride length rather than just increasing your cadence. I think this could work very well. Could be ideal for those taller, perhaps lighter framed runners that want something really light on foot. I think it was actually lighter than the Vaporfly 3 for me. There's some really good deals across loads of different colorways at sportshoes.com right now on this one. At 30% off, I don't think it's any less of a super shoe from Asics than any other model really. A different feeling one compared to the current Metaspeed Sky Paris, and it could suit you if you're after less compression but a bit more rebound. Now, this is not a shoe I've tried out specifically myself, but everybody in the comments, lots of viewers email me in fact about this shoe too. They say they really get on very well with it. It's the New Balance Fresh Foam X More 4. Loads of you have been using the More 4 within your training and your running shoe rotations recently. Sportshoes.com coming in once again with the discount here. They got a wide range of sizes, down from 140 quid to 85. So it's close to 40% off. That's a really good saver. With this model you get quite the stack, though it does appear in fairness to be not quite as stacked as I thought it was. There's some considerable sidewalls there to help with any pronation related problems. There's some significant rubber on the outsole here, though they have utilised sort of grooves there to create a smoother transition. I do like this sea salt blue and black version, and hands down one of the best colorways I think of this shoe in particular. I do find the naming convention a little bit weird here. Where you've got the More, you'd suggest it's kind of like a max cushion shoe, though that isn't really the case. 34mm of stack in the heel here, which these days is considered reasonably conservative. Lots of these available on discount right now over at sportshoes.com. Could be ideal if you're a fresh foam fan. For just under 100 quid right now over at sportshoes.com, you've got the Vomero 17. This shoe has both ZoomX super light race shoe foam, but also a carrier underneath it to protect the foam a little bit. This makes for a really cushioned and forgiving model with great grip and the waffle-like outsole and a well put together comfortable upper design. I think it makes for Nike's best non-race shoe that they've had in their lineup for years. I've tested all the other models and the Vomero 17 stands out due to its versatility and the usability. It's durable to boot as well, and I found the grip on the outsole really good. 30% discount at sportshoes.com right now in a variety of colours, though sadly there's very few sizes left of the off-white and university red version, which I think is easily the best profile. This one's nuts. It's a 50% off at sportshoes.com. They've started stocking all of the Puma shoes. They've got a full size run of the Velocity Nitro 2. That's available for 52 quid. That is a superb daily use shoe. If you're perhaps just getting into running or you're looking for something to use to do those daily miles, then this is absolutely perfect. It really does fit the bill. There's 2 layers of Puma foam here, the nitrogen infused squashy stuff on the top, then a more resilient EVA layer underneath. Then on the bottom you've got the best in class rubber from Puma Grip. Whatever they put in that stuff, it works equally well on wet roads as well as dry conditions as well. It certainly proved to be amongst the top in my testing so far. At this price, it's absolutely bonkers, really. They can't be making an awful lot on it, I wouldn't have thought. Especially if you can find some sort of additional discount to add on. It's hard to mark it down, really, in terms of comfort and usability. So, Velocity Nitro 2, 52 quid over at sportshoes.com right now. We're moving across to Start Fitness now. Just under 100 notes for the Brooks Hyperion. Typical retail on this is 140, so you're saving yourself 40 Earth credits. Really like this nimble shoe. I can see it working for those lighter runners after a more responsive feel from the nitrogen infused DNA flash foam. There's lots of rebound for this foam. It's not one of those squashy ones like quicksand. Really shines on those faster sessions. Perhaps if you're doing a longer run where you want to place in a few faster intervals, this shoe could be ideal. You don't always want one of those max cushion shoes that you're just sinking into when you've got to run some faster clips. Another one of those underrated and often overlooked shoes, the Hyperion series for me has been a favourite for a while, and at Start Fitness you even get the free socks with your order, so there's little to stop you really. The socks are really good as well. They're the more miles variety and they're fantastic. I'm going to buy a load more myself. Maybe I could buy some shoes at the same time and make the deal even sweeter. A full size run available in the white, fiery coral and orange. If you're after a shoe for the higher pace sessions, the Hyperion from Brooks is spot on. Now, there's only a few sizes left of this next one, though it's worthy of inclusion due to the price alone. The Reebok Float Ride Grow in this white colourway is 45 quid, so that's a massive 55% off the retail price, though only select sizing. This is Reebok's more sustainable version of their Float Ride running shoe. Float Ride foam itself comes in at around 28 Shore A on the durometer scale, so that is pretty much bang on average, and I'm telling you, that is not in any way firm. That is very soft. It's pretty much perfect for a daily shoe if you're after one. Nice low weight, and it makes for a mega bargain if you're lucky enough to be one of the sizes available. I think it's worth double that price easily. The Reebok shoes are hideously overlooked. I urge you to look past the big advertising brands and give Reebok a go. They've got some really good models. You might be surprised just at how good Float Ride foam is. Last up is what I think is probably the best value carbon plate running shoe deal right now. 129 quid for the Puma Fast R Nitro Elite. There's a whole bunch of colorways over at Start Fitness right now, though some of the sizings are a little bit sporadic. In this white, black and mint version there, you've got almost all sizes available as of making this video early July 2024. This is a great aggressive shoe on foot, good for the 10k or the half marathon. The Fast R's always been a favourite of mine since I reviewed it a couple of years back. Very compressive forefoot area there. And it's a touch wider in terms of surface area than the other Puma offerings. The upper though is very much a race fit, so if you want something with bags or room, it's probably not the ideal one for you. The firmer EVA foam in the heel there providing some impact protection and getting you up onto that softer section in the forefoot. I certainly feel that this shoe suits stride-based runners rather than those who simply increase their cadence, rather than just the stride length increasing when they're running faster. Puma Grip on the outside, and you know what that's all about. Great value right now at Start Fitness with this discount deal. Some versions are up to 41% off the retail price of $220, and you get the free socks. As I said earlier, they're the More Miles brand, and they're really good, really durable. Just want to let you know, I'm not like endorsed or sponsored by Start Fitness or sportshoes.com. I'm just giving you these deals. They're ones I found out there on the net, and hopefully they'll save you a few quid. I'm an independent candidate, you could say. Okay, that's all my selections for this month. If you found some absolutely stonking bargains, let us know down in the comments. Musical interlude today comes from Bernard Butler. Been loving the song Pretty D from his recent album Good Grief. I think it's like number 4 in the folk album charts or something, but to me it feels more like a sort of more lush, folky, country rock album. Really loving Bernard Butler's slightly more gruff vocals these days. They're a bit more earthy. There's a little bit more seasoning to them. I'm loving the guitar sounds in this one here. There's some beautiful tones here from the acoustic guitar playing here, but also some of the semi-acoustic guitar sort of fuzzy sounds he's getting later on in the track. Beautiful open production as well, and a lovely sort of positive vibe about the track. He sings with real conviction as well across the whole album. I think it's probably his best piece of work, and I think People Move On, originally back out in 98 or whatever, was one of the albums that got me into playing guitar, as I think this one's actually better. Go and check it out. Hideously overlooked, once again, Bernard Butler's Good Grief and the track Pretty D. Thanks for tuning in, people. It is always appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and give this video a thumbs up like. It really helps out. Also drop us a comment to help with the algorithm. My name's Ed Bud, and I'll be seeing you